Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Raw. Your host, Henry Jacobson, here with you, and this show is brought to you by THQ. So, what we have here is a rematch from a couple of weeks ago involving Mankind and Kane. Now, the last time these two met, Mankind ended up getting the better of Kane, and Kane wants some revenge from the last time, so that's pretty much, it's as simple as that. Revenge on the part of Kane. So we'll find out whether or not Mankind can pull two in a row, or if Kane will get a measure of revenge against Mankind. We'll find out in just a moment. And now, wait a minute. Mankind is already taken down? What? Well, you know what? It doesn't surprise me one bit, because Kane is the brother of Undertaker, so, I mean, Undertaker has done this for years, where sometimes the Undertaker can appear out of nowhere and have already taken out his opponent and already has him lying down, especially being blinded by the darkness. So, oh my god, look at this. Just pure destruction on the part of Kane. And Kane is dead set on getting revenge on Mankind, especially having been embarrassed by Mankind, simply because, well, the consensus was that the audience felt that Kane took Mankind a bit too lightly for his own good, and Mankind made him pay for it. So now Kane is going to make Mankind pay for being, I guess you could say, upstaged by Mankind. Oh, and a leg drop onto Mankind. Nope, kick out by Mankind. An elbow smash right to Kane. Well, Mankind, for a moment, was in trouble, but then he turns it around, and now Kane, now Kane is reeling a little bit. In fact, that's the one thing about Mankind that separates him from many wrestlers, and that is the fact that he just knows what to do against his opponents. I mean, really, as far as Mankind is concerned, he knows how to take advantage of mistakes that wrestlers make against Mankind. Although now Mankind is starting to pay for it himself. Nope, kick out by Mankind. And another shoulder breaker onto Kane. And a belly-to-belly suplex onto Mankind. Nope. And then a clothesline onto Kane, or from Kane rather, excuse me, to Mankind. Oh, and then an arm breaker onto Kane. Although Kane missed that clothesline for some odd reason. I don't know why. And wow, look at the power of Kane. I mean, just taking a man who is about, 245 pounds? Or I don't know how much he weighs, really. But he weighs somewhere close to that. Maybe like 260 or something. I mean, he's not fat by any means, but it's just he's much bigger than the TV makes him look how do I put this? He looks bigger than what the TV makes him out to be, I should say, excuse me, as Mankind gets poked in the eye by Kane, of all people. I mean, Kane is so big and strong, I don't know why you would need to do that, but I guess that just goes to show how bad Kane wants to beat Mankind tonight. And a DDT onto Mankind. And wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I don't know what not Mankind, but rather Kane was about to do, and now Mankind has an armbar on a Kane. And a snapmare on the Kane. Oh, and then a back superplex from off the top rope onto Mankind. I couldn't even get the words out for some odd reason. I don't know why. And an arm wrench and a leg drop onto the left arm of Mankind. I mean, this has been a brutal match for what it is. But for the most part, it stayed in the ring for, surprisingly. I would have thought that these two men would, just go onto the outside. Oh, and then a dropkick onto Kane. And the only thing that protected him was the mask. Although, just as I say that, now both men are on the outside. However, this is not a Falls Count Anywhere match. And Kane throws Mankind into the barricade. And then a headbutt onto Mankind. And now Kane, I don't know what he's going to do to Mankind. But he throws him into the steps. That's what he does. And now Mankind goes back inside the ring. And now whipped into the barricade again is Mankind, and then a headbutt to Mankind. And Mankind thrown back in the ring by Kane. And now, Kane, a backside slam on to Mankind. Alright, goes for the cover. Oh, but too close to the ropes was Mankind. And, this could do it. A tombstone pile driver on to Kane, or from Kane, rather, excuse me, to Mankind. Is that enough? 1, 2. Yes, it is. So that sneak attack that Kane had employed, in addition to the beating that he gave him, Kane has won and has gotten a measure of revenge for himself, as Kane is triumphant. But for Mankind, he has nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, Mankind, in all honesty, I really think that Mankind was, he was just... Well, I'm not going to say he lost pretty badly, because he didn't. He put a valiant effort. But for Mankind, I know he's not going to forget what Kane had done to him tonight. And as far as I'm concerned, I know, knowing Mankind, he's going to want to get some revenge against Kane at another time. Until then, we are ready for the main event, and that's coming up right after this.